Rosemary Mahoney, and I'm a consultant in cooperatives. And today I work primarily for the World Bank Group with agricultural value chains of smallholder farmers. The community itself came together to lobby Congress to create, a bank for consumer cooperatives. And the creation of what's now Capital Impact was part of that. I think the idea was that these community solutions have a lot of value in low-income communities as well as middle-class communities, and that there was applicability for low-income housing, there was applicability for worker cooperatives and for consumer cooperatives as well to kind of meet the needs of underserved communities. If your role is to really affect a community or be kind of, support something that's really transformative for a community, I don't think you can just do infrastructure lending. I don't think you can just do facilities lending, right? You just can't do a health clinic or a greenhouse or a food co-op or a housing co-op or whatever it is, right? Because communities are more complex than that. Those are all good things. But I think at a certain point, if you're going to really have systemic change, you've got to be in there at a lot of different levels, and you have to be partnered with, obviously, with the people who live there. It's got to be the communities defining their needs and then you helping them find the solutions that fit. And I think for Capital Impact to really do that, to have what I believe is the impact on communities that they seek to have, that they have to be in those communities. And we have a situation where there are just too many barriers to kind of succeed in this country. But there is a renewed sense of the investments that need to be done to bring more equity to the U.S. And if that is right, then an organization like Capital Impact should be a really important part of that. Capital Impact is, I believe, taking an approach to it that says we're going to learn as we go, we're going to find successes that work, and then see how we can support the people on the ground who can actually do this work. Capital Impact has always been a good lender. They know how to manage risk, they know how to do lending. And so they've always been a solid operator in that respect. And I think for a lot of the other CDFIs, they had to learn that. I think they have a relatively strong balance sheet, like any sort of risk or investment. I mean, people, they want to work with folks who are trusted in the industry. And I think Capital Impact is that. They're respected and they're trusted. By bringing in these technical assistance programs or these wraparound services, it began to give Capital Impact then these kind of lending tranches or these lending silos. So if you think about the Department of Education grants that Capital Impact got for charter school work, then they eventually became the largest single lender to nonprofit charter schools in the country. And I think that Capital Impact is respected enough that the folks who have worked there are talent that people want. You've got to figure out how are small business owners going to get capital? How are you going to support the economic activity within a community? It's not just franchises moving in or whatever that might be. Some local ownership. It seems to me that the relationship with the small business lending group gives Capital Impact that.